Welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to be reviewing first-time directors on Man Bites film. The first film that I want to get into right off the bat is The Two Faces of January. This is a film done by Hussein Amani, and it stars Viggo Mortensen, Kristen Dunst, and Oscar Isaac. The Viggo Mortensen character is basically the drunk tourist guy. Kristen Dunst is the wife of the drunk tourist guy, and Oscar Isaac is the tour guide. This is basically these couples travel through Italy, and they get caught up in something that occurred in the past with Viggo Mortensen. It catches up to them, and they suddenly have to make a run for it and get out of the country as quick as possible, because if not, don't know what's gonna happen. So they grab Oscar Isaac and they run. They hightail it out. They try to run as quickly as possible out of the country without getting caught by the past. And they do this in this film very meticulously. It's shot so well. It grabs the landscapes of Italy and stuff like that, or what looks like Italy, but it uses it as a backdrop. It doesn't concentrate on it. Usually, like these type of films and stuff like that, they try to grab those landscapes and run with them and show a lot of the landscapes and all that stuff to get the most out of their buck. But this film doesn't. It just uses it as a backdrop, which I find incredibly well done. The only film I've ever seen that does that is Talented Mr. Ripley, that they travel through all these countries and they still use it just as a backdrop, not as a main principal character in the film like most of these guys do. Oscar Isaac does a phenomenal job in this. I mean, this guy is an outstanding actor, and I just really hope he doesn't get sucked into the Star Wars machine and never let out again. He is a great character actor. He does a good job of grabbing this character and showing the manipulative side, yet the humanistic side of this character. And it is very much a character piece. Hussein does a good job with this, establishing these characters, flushing them out, building the drama between the three characters, and it works so well. I give this film a 7 out of 10. It is streaming on Netflix with easy access, and it's something that has not gotten any attention whatsoever, and I think it deserves it. It is a 2014 film, so again, The Two Faces of January. Please check this out. I definitely do recommend this film. It is great. Alright, the next one that I want to review is The Bagman. This is a 2014 by David Grovic, and it stars John Cusack, which is one of my favorite actors, and Robert De Niro. It revolves around a hired hand, and he's told to find a bag. And the bag is going to be at a particular location, so you have to go grab it, make sure, don't open it, don't do anything with it. I just want you to grab it, but you're going to encounter problems along the way. That's what Robert De Niro tells him. And John Cusack's like, okay, what kind of problems? And you can tell right off the bat that De Niro and him have a reputation already before. So he's a hired hand and he's done shit like this before. So the fact that De Niro is pointing out the fact that you're going to run into people, it's like, oh. And this is a weird twist of characters. I don't even know where to begin with it. It's such an odd play. It feels like there's something missing. It feels very David Lynchian in style. It has that like very artistic style to it. You can tell this is a first time director because of the fact that he doesn't really put the story dancing with all these characters together easily. It's very hard to do that, especially as a first time director with all these character actors. And I think he does a good job for what's given to him, and for a first time film for him, I think he does a really good job with it, and he kind of takes the ball and runs with it. And I like that. I really do. I appreciate his work. He does a phenomenal, he has a great vision for the film, and he does put the characters together, but there's something missing from it, and I can't pinpoint exactly what is missing in it, but there's something there that's not there. So this film is great, but it has its downfalls. This is another streaming pick. This is a 2014 film as well, and please check this one out. This was streaming on Netflix and stars John Cusack. Anything with John Cusack's at least going to be mildly entertaining, in the least. So that's how I always point it out. The next film that we're going to do is not streaming on Netflix, but it is available for Sendaway, and it's streaming on Amazon. It's called Eden Lake. This is a 2008 film done by James Watkins, and this stars Michael Fassbender, which is one of my favorite actors, and this is a 7 out of 10 for me because it revolves around this couple that go to Eden Lake, and they're interrupted by these stupid kids that they're partying, having it's all takes place in England, and the youth is just they're ballsy, to say the least, just because they have a huge group and Michael Fassbender's the only guy. So they're like, you know what, this is a story of road rage, of what can happen if road rage goes bad. The youth actually jumps back and starts fighting Fassbender, and it becomes this hunting party between Fassbender, the wife, and this group of kids. And the shit that happens in there, holy crap. I was thrown back by some of the crazy stuff that happens in that film. And it's just so entertaining, especially if you like horror films, slasher films, all that stuff. This is extremely entertaining. It'll definitely keep you on your toes, and you got great acting in it, so it really does stand up. The pacing of the film is great. The actual cinematography is well done. It's a little bit digital, you could tell it's digital, so that it kind of takes away sometimes, but wow, the suspense is there. James Watkins has a good eye for that, and I think that he is going to be a good director in the future. Once he got a couple of films under his belt and everything, you're going to be able to see the greatness in him, so especially for these type of suspense thrillers and all that. So definitely check this one out. This one you have to send away for or watch on Amazon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Man Bites Film. We're going to be coming up on our 50th anniversary, which we're going to be reviewing a TV show that Brandon and I thought was freaking phenomenal. So just a heads up with that, we'll be seeing you guys next week for the next episode. And this is Man Bites Film. My name is Lewis.